Hi guys, this is Laura Wilson with Natural Pilates. Today's move of the day is elephant. For elephant, we're going to use the foot bar all the way up. And for the springs variation, we're going to do anywhere between a red spring and the white spring. So for somebody intermediate advanced, you do a white, which is the most advanced, a blue, which is a little bit more intermediate, a blue and a white is a beginner intermediate, and the red spring, it's more beginner. Also, you must consider the frame of the body. Do you have a small person or a taller person, a little bit heavier weight? So for example, if you have a man, you probably would want to use a little bit heavier springs, so that would give them a little bit more back support. For me, I'm going to do a blue or a white. I already worked out today, so I'm going to do a blue spring. So to start, I'm going to have my hands on a foot bar, feet against the shoulder rest with the heels lifted. Okay, my body is pushed a little bit back from the foot bar, so I'm going to press the legs back a little bit towards the plank, and then I'm going to scoop from the last rib and pull it all the way in. So inhale to go back towards the plank, exhale, scoop it in. So inhale to go back, I'm pulling it in with my abdominals. That's it. So inhale back, exhale in. You could also do this elephant, just small range here. Pull it in, inhale back, pull it in. Using the hip flexors a little bit more because it's harder to initiate from the abs here. As further back you go, now the gravity kicks in and the hips want to sink down, so the abdominals have to work really hard to maintain this plank position. Then I want you to really think of pushing into the foot bar and scooping from that last rib. So inhale to go out, exhale to pull it in. So I have one blue spring. If this feels too challenging for me, one way I could make it easier is by moving my feet forward. So by moving my feet forward now, I'm stretching the spring a little bit more and I'm giving myself a little bit more support. Inhale back, exhale, pull it in. If this is too easy for me and I want less, a more challenge, I'm going to put my feet a little bit further back between the shoulder rests, and that's going to make my spring a little bit lighter. Scoop the abs, pull it in. So you have variations, or you could go a little bit lighter. You can add a white spring, so you have a blue and a white. All right, if you want to feel a little bit more stretch in the back of the leg, you're going to keep the heels down, and that will help your back to actually stay rounded. As more in dorsiflexion you are with the feet, as more rounded back you're going to have. When you lift the heels up, you have the opportunity of going more in extension as you go down. So I won't be able to go all the way to a plank, obviously, if my heels are down. The further I'm going to go is this, and then I'm going to pull it right back in. One more here. Pull it all the way into the stopper and resist. It's always a question here because we are taught to do the elephant on a heavier resistance, but think about it. If you have heavy resistance here, the resistance naturally is going to pull the carriage in, so you don't need to use a lot of abs. The lighter you go in resistance, the more abs you're going to have to use to pull the carriage all the way in. A variation for somebody that has any kind of wrist issues is to put the forearms down. So I'm going to grab the platform extender from underneath and put it all the way against the wood. I'm coming all the way into a plank, hold it, and from here I'm going to scoop the abs and bring it all the way in, or as far in as I can, and back out. Very important to initiate from rounding the back, rounding the mid-back. So I can do it like this, or if I have a routine or I'm using the platform, I can just do my elephant here. So notice if my hands are closer in, or further away, now the resistance changes. So if my hands are closer in this way, my resistance gets a little bit more heavier, which gives me more support. If I keep a blue spring and I put the hands on a foot bar here, it's going to be a lot harder because I'm moving away from the spring, so the resistance gets a little lighter. And stretch back. I hope you enjoyed these variations. If you have any feedback, please give it to me, and I hope I'll see you around. Have a great day.